Today's martyrs have particular meaning for us today, as all martyrs do, but I wanted to emphasise something, and we'll come back to this point. Firstly, the life of St. John Jones, an Englishman, is a call to late vocations to religious and priestly life. St. John Jones is one of the martyrs of today. He was imprisoned many times and humiliated during the Protestant Revolution in England. St. John Jones made his way to Rome on one of his free occasions. He entered religious life at 60 years of age, a big deal. Upon his ordination, he offered himself for the English mission. The friar, a priest of the Order of St. Francis, met with Pope Clement VIII, whose words to St. John were, "Go, for I believe that you are a true son of St. Francis. Pray to God for me and his Holy Church." St. John Jones lived only 5 years upon arriving in England. His enemies captured him, and his English persecutors sentenced him to death after he had said before sentencing, "If being a priest is a crime, I am guilty, for I came to England to gain as many souls as I could for Christ." His sentence of commendation was to die by hanging, and by that, it's a part hanging. You're still alive after they hang you. And while still alive, drawn, having your body stretched by a device. And then, while still alive, being chopped into 4 pieces. Knowing full well his death was to be so ghastly, he fell on his knees and thanked God for considering him worthy of martyrdom. Now, St. John Wall, another Franciscan priest who edified the Catholics and also the Protestants because of his virtues during his stay in jail. He was beheaded as Father Joachim of St. Anna, his religious name. Now I'll return to the pro-lifers. Many have been jailed many times, but their continued persistence builds up the life of the movement, especially here in Massachusetts. I ask, how many of them are willing to go to jail, continue going, even though they have been released numerous times? And the answer from first-hand knowledge is many. Many times have they been to jail. How often have pro-lifers been handed over to the rulers of the country, to the courts which voice the sentence? Many courts are agents of the politicians. These pagans, blasphemers, corrupt and immoral leaders and agents who implement unjust laws. They are the Protestant authorities at the time of John Wall and St. John Jones. The criminals are the rulers of the land from north to south, from east to west in the globe. There is no land that does not implement the death sentence on the unborn, legal or illegal, in the terminology of their legislation. In the words of St. Mother Teresa of Calcutta to Bill Clinton during her last visit to the United States in the late 1990s, she asked him, "How can you punish anyone when you kill the unborn?" He remained speechless. Now, at the words of the gospel, brother will betray brother. The brother of an unborn will permit the mother to kill his brother. The father of the child will permit the mother to kill their child. The pro-life frontliners, those willing to be seen to help the unborn, will be hated. Because of this, these resentful haters are also indifferent and involved in the formation of the ideology to permit the innocent to be murdered. Many of them will go to hell. Hell has plenty of good people burning eternally because they remained silent and voted for pro-abortion candidates. Those who hold on and do not weaken, who accept persecution for the sake of Christ and his mother, will be saved, because the Lord is like the cypress tree that we heard about in the first reading, and the fruit of the Lord comes from receiving him in the Eucharist. Your blood becomes intermingled with his blood. Your strength comes from his strength. The fruit is the virtue of love for the sake of Christ. For without your daily bread of the Eucharist, you will stumble and fall. Look with Our Lady from the foot of the cross at the blood-stained face of Christ, his head crowned with thorns, his hands and his feet pierced by nails, his body, which has been made an open wound by the scourges, his heart pierced by a lance. Then accept the suffering, the persecution that comes from standing with Our Lady, the woman of faith. Your reward will be great in heaven.